Archaeologists are piecing together the full story of Stonehenge. They're revealing how this monument was really used to make and trade goods and to bring good fortune. Now, new evidence points to perhaps the strangest use of all. Beneath the lichen and moss, archaeologists have discovered strange carvings carefully etched into the sarsen stones. These can't be original features of the henge. They're too detailed to have been made with stone tools. They must have been made later, with metal. Why did these later people carve these strange shapes onto the stones? What do the shapes represent? And what purpose did they serve?
Actually, you can just about make out one here. It's quite a large one.
Archaeologist Susan Greene hopes laser scanning technology can find the answers.
So we're concentrating on this particular stone because this is where some of the carvings were added to the stones. They're really difficult to see because of the lichen cover, because they've weathered, but you can actually just make them out. There's one just here, quite a large one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Oh, and there's maybe...
Yeah, possibly, yeah. So hopefully they'll show up really clearly in the scan.
Today, Susan wants to identify more of these strange carvings. She wants to find out if these marks are simply random graffiti or if they contain a hidden message.
The carvings were added to the stones, we think, in about 1,800, 1,700 BC. So that's about 600 or 700 years after the stones have been put up. So it's almost like adding graffiti to an old church or something. The monument's already old when they're added.
Susan thinks these shapes represent axe heads, symbolizing ancient Britain's most treasured possession.
So the axes are kind of mushroom-shaped, really. They're shown upright, and they're shown without any kind of handle, so it's the actual metal part of the axe that's being carved onto the stones.
One symbol carved over and again. This must have been done for a reason. But what? 400 miles north of Stonehenge, archaeologists think they've found a clue. At an ancient Scottish burial site, beneath the lid of a stone-lined grave, archaeologists discovered similar axe head carvings. For prehistoric people, metal axes were a vital and valuable possession. Objects so precious, it seems they wanted to take a reminder to their grave. At Stonehenge, one man was even buried with his axe. The evidence suggests there was a close association between the dead and their axes. So do the symbols on the stones represent bodies in the ground?
At the time that these carvings are being put onto the stones at Stonehenge, the whole landscape around here is being used for burials. So it's possible that people were coming here, burying their dead in this landscape, and perhaps the mourners or the family were adding an axe to Stonehenge at that time.
If Susan's right, these carvings are memorials. People came here to commemorate their dead, carving each axe in honor of the deceased, turning Stonehenge into a prehistoric wall of remembrance. This is a major discovery, made possible by new technology.
We have about 140 axes on the site across about 4 or 5 of the sarsen stones. So it's really exciting to have all of this new data when we wouldn't be able to see it with the naked eye.